Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to Thursday Thoughts, DOdaily. It's Des here. Hope you're having a great day. Having a pretty good one myself, if you didn't know already. It's my birthday. Going to do something slightly different today. I did mention yesterday I was going to do something slightly different, but nothing's actually gone to plan today, despite the fact it's my birthday and I had lots of plans, for one reason or another, mainly the weather. Things have got in the way, but one or two things I've had to deal with as well have meant I can't do that either. So the episode I was going to do today, I'll do next week. The guests are kind of going to join me. What I will say, if anybody saw yesterday and knows anybody who's been affected by sort of online bullying or harassment or trolling, I'd love to sort of get them involved. But I'm also going to do away with the questions today. Got some to go at, but keep them coming. Keep posting them in. I just thought I'd do a normal type DOdaily. It's Thursday, it's my birthday. I've got things to do after this. I've had things that have put me off at the moment, so I'm just going to do the normal thing, a bit of a catch up, not so long. Some might be relieved at that. Some might think, oh, thank God for that. Don't have to sit here for half an hour and listen to that. But joking aside, it's just a case of getting it in. I always like to do it. I make sure I get it in, but it's important for me to just sort of get it done. Move on and keep doing the things I do. And today is especially a case of that, isn't it? Taking a bit of time back for myself. Want to get out for a meal outside. I don't think that's going to happen. We have got a backup plan of a nice mixed grill Kay's going to cook me, which is my favourite meal. And it's just about making the most of those little things, isn't it? I still want to do this because it keeps me focused, it keeps me moving forward. Managed to get out for a run today with Kay. Really enjoyed getting out. Probably got the best part of the day, but just tweaked my injury as well. So that's something a bit stressing, but I'm not going to get too stressed because it's been a good day. I've had a really relaxed day. I can't thank everybody enough who's wished me a happy birthday, and after the break I had earlier in the week, it's just turned into a really relaxed and laid back kind of week, and that's all I want to be through DOdaily today. Just a bit more laid back, a bit more relaxed about what I'm doing. So rather than throw across a lot of information, just sort of letting you know how I'm getting on, enjoying the things I do. And of course, I do have to talk about something because that's the whole point of it. And with it being my birthday, what I thought I'd kind of mention, of course, I'm now 41. I don't like to admit it, but I just have again. I thought I'd kind of reflect on the year almost, and not so much on the year, but reflect on this thing where people say life begins at 40, and in many ways, I kind of agree with that. Whilst I've not had the most amazing year, I've not had amazing things happen. We've all had to deal with COVID. We've all had to deal with personal issues and things that happen. And I've put out there, I've not exactly explained through DOdaily what they are, but I've had to deal with some really upsetting and really bad situations recently. And then last year, the effects of COVID it had on myself and Kay, on where we live and how we work. It's not been amazing in that sense, but this whole thing, life begins at 40, is it more than that? I think it is. I feel as happy now as I ever have. Despite all those things, I've become a lot more resilient. I look back at my adult life, and whilst I've not had a bad life, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting the violin out. It's been filled with disappointment here and there, but now I can understand all that's made me stronger. It's made me more resilient, more determined to keep pushing on. And whilst this time last year I was looking forward to things, I was looking forward to a 40th birthday party, going away to Prague to run a marathon, and those things didn't happen to COVID. And I kind of think to myself in many ways, because they happened early in COVID, those disappointments, of course it was disappointing, but they've made me more resilient to the fact that COVID was here and it was causing issues. Some people, I feel, got to 5, 6, 7 months in, a year almost, and only started feeling the effects of it, and then got really, really upset and fed up and let it really get to them. Whereas I kind of had to deal with it when it was all fresh, all those disappointments, because I've just said it, but it was really, really disappointing. It really sort of got to me. But again, I can't be too sort of fed up with that, because I feel like now things have panned out, and like I say, it's almost it almost feels like life began at 40 in a way where I didn't start enjoying everything to, like, things didn't become euphoric, things didn't become amazing. Just the fact I'm a lot more in tune with myself. I started DOdaily just over a year ago, and I absolutely love what I'm doing. People will question it, people will question me, people will question my motives when you try to help people so much, particularly when you've got your own personal things to deal with and you've got your own personal stresses. People will question your motives and why you do it, but that's something I'm learning to live with as well. I've just got to sort of plow on. Not everybody's going to like me, haters will hate and all that kind of business, but I felt that I've got more in tune with myself and just started appreciating everything I've got rather than the things I haven't got. And it boils down to that thing, doesn't it? Is the glass half full or half empty? And I suppose, without being too hard on myself, for a lot of my life, I've looked at things and realised I could have a lot more, but there was always a reason, why I couldn't have it. And ultimately, they're just excuses, aren't they? If the glass is half full, you're looking forward, you're starting to plan things, and that's something I've really sort of started to understand. And I suppose the whole thing about life becomes at 30, life starts at 40, life begins at 40, is almost because of the fact you're more experienced, not what you've got, not what you haven't got, and I assume a lot of people will think it's because they're settled, it's because they've got all the things they want. If I've learned anything over the last year, that materialistic things really don't matter. Just being able to talk openly, talk freely, be honest with myself. I through dealing with people on a regular basis, you can see who's being honest and who's not. And when you can do it, when you can be that person who's just at ease with what you've got, you're happy with your lot. I mentioned earlier in the week on one of the episodes about being happy with your lot. How important is that? And on a day like my birthday, when we always reflect, we always kind of look back at the last year, the last decade, our lives. It's just so important for me to realise that it doesn't matter what I've got, because I'm really, really happy with my lot. I'm happy in the place I live. I'm happy with the work I'm doing. I'm happy with the potential for the future. I'm happy with Kay. And once you can tick all those boxes, it makes all the difference, doesn't it? I've had a day today which has not exactly gone to plan, not exactly that much going on, but it's not gone to plan. But I've still had a really nice day. I could be fed up that I can't go out for this meal planned, but what's the point in that? We can have nice food at home. We can have something a little bit indulgent and have a few drinks. So why would I be disappointed? This is how I like it now. And I've had the opportunity to speak to people who I care about, who I love. I've spoke to all those today. So why would I be too disappointed in the way things have gone? Whilst things haven't gone to plan, I'm still doing this. It still makes me feel like I've achieved that today. I've achieved the run, whatever the repercussions are from that and the hamstring. But, hopefully I can work on that again. And then tomorrow I'll get up and get back to business. I've got wake up to walk planned for the morning. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking to do a slightly longer run, and it'll be almost like a fresh start again. And it works quite well for me, like I've had this week where I've been laid back, where things haven't gone to plan. DOdaily's been a bit later than I like to get it on. Things have been a bit of an hiccup, but today's my birthday. Tomorrow is the start of a new year. Almost like I talk about on Monday, it's the start of a new year, start of a new week, whenever it is, start of a new month. It just gives you that opportunity to go again. Waking up early and really attacking it is going to give me the opportunity to do that, isn't it? And I just feel really, really positive about the way things are going. I touched on that, and I don't want to be negative. Haters will hate, but people don't always know what's going on. They don't know the situation you're involved in. They don't know circumstances. But if you're at ease with yourself, if you're really content and happy with what you've got, your lot, you'll be absolutely fine. So when I do get up, knowing that just puts me on the front foot already, doesn't it? It's hard when we let things get to us, when we're down, when we're reflective, when we're glasses half empty, because you're starting on the back foot. Tomorrow I can start on the front foot. Got something kind of epic in terms of distance planned to get through some of those miles at the Robin Hood Way, and it's just going to keep that sort of positivity flowing, isn't it? I want to get back into good routines, good habits. It slipped a little bit this week because of having that time away and having my birthday and that extra indulgence, like I say. But I've got every opportunity to get back on it and give it a real go. Really looking forward to some of the episodes as well. What I was going to do today, really looking forward to that. But the guys have kindly agreed to join me next week as well, so can pass that message on. So that's all I want to say, guys. It's just been a really nice time, and just sort of accepting that I'm happy with what I've got. And if you can, if you can just look at all those positives and find something in everything, it's not, I've mentioned it already, it's raining. I probably can't go out for that meal I've got planned. But at the end of the day, I can do something at home, still be doing it with Kay, still be eating nice food, still be doing nice things. And that's all that matters, isn't it? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're 21, 41 or 81, you've got to find some sort of contentment, to take yourself forward and live it the best way we can. Believe me, I've touched on a few things, and I'm not going to go too deep into it. I've touched on a few things that are upsetting, and it's these things that make you realise that life's worth living, that we're not here for long enough, and you never know when it's going to be taken away. So it's important to sort of live every day like it's your last, enjoy exactly what you've got. And if you can do that, this next week, year, however long I'm about for, is going to be all the better for it, isn't it? Because time quickly gets the better of us. I didn't believe I'd be doing this when I'm 41, but I am, and before I know it, I might be doing it when I'm 51. And I'll look back on that time, and hopefully I can look back and say the same things. But the only way I can do that is by enjoying what I've got now and what I can look forward to. And that's all I really wanted to say, guys. Hopefully that made sense. It's not as long as a typical Thursday Thoughts, but I'll sort of bank those questions. I'll bring them back in next week, bring the guys in to do that episode on sort of people who've suffered at the hands of online bullies and things like that, because it's a tough environment, it's a tough world we live in as well, and I want to address those issues. Whilst it is all about being positive, we can't bury our head in the sand and forget about the things that are negative. We have to find positives out of them and drive forward. So until Wake Up to Walk, guys, hope you've enjoyed a different kind of Thursday Thoughts. Please like, share and subscribe if you have. I'm going to go away now and get a drink and enjoy the rest of my evening, the rest of my birthday. Once again, thanks for all the wishes. Take care. See you soon. Just doing it.